Hey there guys, Pete here with a fresh brand new box of new Pokemon set Roaring Skies. So today we're going to go ahead and just rip this open. We're going to see what we get. Definitely some cool stuff in here. Alright, put this up over here. It's definitely one of the coolest things about this set. It has such a huge emphasis on the colorless type, representing flying from the video game. So here in our first pack, we're just going to breeze through some of the commons real quick. Reverse foil Togepi, which is nice. We have our first holo rare, Absol. He's got a pretty neat ability here with Cursed Eyes. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may move 3 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of their Pokemon. Which is, pretty nice. And for Dark Colorless, Machclaw for 30 isn't affected by resistance. So there's not too many things that resist dark, so it doesn't have too much utilization, but pretty neat. And here we have Steven Stone. Sorry, just Steven, I should say. Supporter card allows you to search your deck for another supporter card and a basic energy. Yep, basic energy, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck. So if you need to get some resources and whatnot, it's pretty good for that, Nothing too highly fancy or anything, but just real neat. Alright, keep the train a-rolling. Card off to the side. Here we have some neat stuff. We have a reverse foil Wally, another new supporter. Wally works much like an Evo Soda from X and Y, however allows you to use this effect even if it's the first turn that Pokemon's been in play, so it ignores evolution rules, which is pretty sweet. And here we have our first EX of the set, the ever so popular Rayquaza EX. This is the colorless variety, 170 HP. First attack of Intensifying Burn does 10 damage, but if your opponent's active Pokemon is Pokemon EX, this attack does 50 more damage. So 1 energy for 60 right off the bat, pretty solid. 3 colorless energy, Dragon Pulse, 100 damage, discard the top 3 cards from your deck. So it is self-milling, but a solid 100 for a DCE and an energy attach. If you need to use it, it's fine. But we're not going to be using that attack with this guy too much. Definitely real sweet. Else in the pack, we have the new and only stadium in this set, Skyfield. Breaks the basic rules of the game, allows each person to have a maximum bench size of 8 instead of 5, which is pretty silly and a whole lot of fun. Moving on. Just ripping and tearing. Alright. Let's see what we have here. One of the new Ancient Traders. Natu here with Delta Plus. Basically, it works like Lugiex's Overlord ability. It allows you to take an additional prize card when you knock something out with an attack of this guy. And his one attack, Psy Wave, for 1 Psychic, 1 Colorless, 10 times. This attack does 10 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it works very much like Psychic from older Mewtwo cards and whatnot. Not a hugely strong card, especially with 40 HP, but real neat, especially in sealed events. And our rare, we have first foil Wingull, and we have a Zapdos here, 120 HP basic, 1 energy, Drill Peck for 20, 3 energy, Raging Thunder for 120, does 40 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. So, definitely some downsides to it, but, it's a neat card. And here we have the other supporter from this set, Winona. Definitely going to be really good for colorless-based decks. Allows you to search your deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. Definitely some really cool stuff. And Spirit Links, because you can't have Mega Evolution anymore without Spirit Link. That one is for Rayquaza. Moving right along. Move the code card. There we go. So, fun fact, they did not put a Raichu in this set. Just a Pikachu. Because we all need Pikachu in our lives. First foil Carbink and Talonflame. Nothing really too special with him. And here we have another Spirit Link, this time for Gallade, and a reprint of Revive. So that will be coming back into the format. Alright, let's go through here. Reverse foil and Pheasant, and we have a regular Dragonite. This guy here with the ability Max Wind. Whenever you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. So that's pretty crazy. We have Mock Press for a Grass, Lightning, and Colorless for 80 damage. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So that's a little hard to actually execute. But that ability alone, just evolving it, is pretty intense. One of the new items out of this set, Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card that you find there, except for Trainer's Mail, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So this lets you look at the top 4 and grab any trainer as long as it's not this, which is pretty decent actually. Here we have another Wally. Not sure what all kind of decks are going to be playing that Trainer's Mail, since lists are pretty tight as it is. But it's definitely, it's a decent utility card for sure. Looking through here, we have another Natu, reverse foil Fletchling, and a Swellow. With 1 attack here, Clutch for 20. Defending Pokemon cannot retreat. 3 energy Aerial Ace for 60, flip a coin. If heads, it does 30 more damage. Pretty basic run-of-the-mill, nothing really too fancy about it. Here we have another reprint of Switch. So definitely need to make sure that Switch is legal in the format at all times. Alright. First foil we have here, we have Bagon, and ooh, here we have our first full art of the box. We have a full art colorless Mega Rayquaza EX. Definitely kind of hard to tell just because of all the colors and everything going on with it. It's a very intense card. So this is the new deck. Mega Rayquaza here has an ancient trait, Delta Evolution. This basically allows you to evolve this into this Pokemon during the first turn, or the first turn that Rayquaza EX has been out. So that's pretty intense. And then of course Mega Evolution rule, you can't, if you evolve it during your turn, it ends your turn immediately, unless you have Spirit Link attached. So definitely want those Spirit Links. And it's 1 attack, Emerald Break. 3 colorless energy, does 30 damage times the number of your benched Pokemon. So this guy works real well with that Sky Field. Bumping it up to 8 Pokemon, 8 times 30, it's 240 damage, which is just about enough to one-shot anything except Wailord. Wailord still holds on. But still very, very solid card. Looking through here, we have Wide Lens. This is one of the new tools in the set, which basically the Pokemon it's attached to, if it does damage to your opponent's benched, weakness and resistance will apply. Could be an interesting card. Definitely, like, in sealed, it's not as great, but definitely for, like, sniping attacks and everything like that, could have some potential to it. It's very gimmicky, but it could be clutch. Moving right along, we have Versatile Tropius. We have this new Banette here. 80 HP stage 1, very unique ability. Tool Concealment. Each Pokemon tool card in play has no effect. It doesn't get rid of all tools, it just shuts them off. Just really neat. And then for 3 energy, 1 psychic, Psyshot for 60. Very generic. You don't really want to use them as an attacker. That ability can have some weight to it. Here we have another Steven. And another new tool out of this set, Healing Scarf. Whenever you attach an energy card from your hand onto the Pokemon this card is attached to, heal 20 damage from it. It's like a tool version of potion. Each time you add an energy, you just heal it. Actually, kind of really neat. Definitely has more utility in sealed events than it would in competitive, but hey, it's still a fun card, and we like fun cards. Going on through, reverse foil Binnacle and a Xatu. Fortunately with this guy, nothing really too fancy about him. We do have a Winona. We like Winona. Just keep on going. There we are. First foil Dust Toxin here, and we have a Togekiss. It's a neat little card. 140 HP, stage 2. 1 energy, powerful slap for 50 times. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Stacked as 50 damage times the number of heads. So, has some pretty good potential with that, but it is coin flippy. And 3 energy, Aura Sphere for 70. This stacked as 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So, a wide lens on Togekiss wouldn't be a bad idea if going up against a bunch of dragons. And here we have another Healing Scarf. Oh, and this guy, Executor. So here we have the Taylor Swift reference of the set, with its first attack and very devastating attack, Shake It Off. For 1 grass energy, does 20 damage times the number of colorless Pokemon your opponent has in play. It's going up against a colorless deck, say with Skyfield, Mega Rayquaza. If they have a field of 9 colorless Pokemon, for 1 energy you just did 180. That's pretty crazy. Very situational, but pretty crazy. Alright. This one we have a reverse foil Revive. We have another Ancient Trader with Delta Evolution, Unpheasant, 140 HP. 2 energy Feather Dance. During your next turn, each of this Pokemon's attacks does 80 more damage. And then the second attack, Sky Attack, for 3 energy, 120. Flip a coin. If Tails' attack does nothing. So 50% chance of getting it off. If you use a Feather Dance right before you're about to use that, for 3 energy you have the potential of 180, which is pretty intense. It's definitely a really neat card. And the energy of this set, Double Dragon Energy. You can only attach it to a Dragon-type Pokemon, and while it is attached to a Dragon-type Pokemon, it provides 2 energy of any type. So that's going to be pretty crazy and very useful for a lot of Dragon decks, a lot of Dragon attackers, especially with like Dragonites, Hydreigon, a whole bunch of others. This has a lot of utility for the older dragons as well. Alright, moving right along. First one, Nikita. And here we have another ancient trait, Altaria, also with Delta Evolution. Its ability, Clear Humming. Each of your colorless Pokemon in play have no weakness, which is always fantastic. And for 2 energy, just a vanilla 30. It's definitely not used for its attack, that's for sure. Its ability is very nice. Just about all the colorless Pokemon in this set are weak to lightning, which just screams, hey Manectric, please come zap me. And Altaria's there to go, no, don't do that. Here we have Mouth, and he's feeling pretty fine, as you can see right here. Feeling fine. First of all, Tranquil. Shedinja is our rare. Nothing really too fantastic about him, but we do have the Triple Trainer Pack. Revive, Spirit Link, and our Skyfield. Skyfield is definitely really nice. You can even use Skyfield in Florges decks to get that full damage out with Florges. A little techie, but you can get it done. Oh, we got something fancy in this pack. Reverse Foil Execute. And we have the Dragon Mega Rayquaza EX. 230 HP. He also has a ancient trait called Delta Wild. Basically, this Pokemon has 4 resistances. He resists Grass, Fire, Water, and Lightning. Reduces all damage taken by 20. Which that's pretty crazy. With its single attack, pretty expensive. 3 Fire, 1 Lightning, 1 Colorless Dragon Ascent. 300 damage. Discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. You're definitely going to see Double Dragon energy utilized with this guy. And here we have another new trainer item from this set, Mega Turbo. This is going to make things very fantastic for a couple of decks current and new decks coming. This allows you to attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Mega Evolved Pokemon. It's pretty nuts. There we go. First foil Togekiss, Ancient Traits. This also has Delta Evolution Ancient Trait to it. 130 HP, Serene Grace is its ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may look at the top 8 cards of your deck. Choose any basic energy cards you find there and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So that's pretty nuts and has huge potential for energy acceleration. If you're familiar with the Heart Gold Soul Silver format, that was basically utilizing the supporter called Interviewer's Questions. And that's pretty neat. I do like it a lot. It's very gimmicky, but just a whole crap load of fun. Especially in like little lesser, like tier 3 and whatnot decks. And here we have 3 energy of vanilla 60 damage. And we have another Ancient Trader, Articuno, 120 HP with the Delta Plus. So this allows Articuno to take an additional prize card when he knocks something out with one of its attacks. Here we have Chilling Sigh. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep for 1 energy. That's actually pretty decent. We have Tri-Edge for 3 energy, 20 plus damage. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. So, in the ideal situation, has the potential of dealing 140 damage if you flip good. Which can be pretty decent. Here we have another switch. He's definitely really cool and definitely very good in sealed events, like pre-releases, drafts, all that fun stuff. Here we have Versafuro. We have another one of those tool concealment Bannettes, another Trainer's Mail, and another Wide Lens. 2 more packs out of this side of the box. We still have a ways to go. It's going to go a little bit quicker now. We have Versaful Halucha, we have Klefki, another Healing Scarf. We're going to go through these packs just a little bit quicker. Yeah, we've gotten some of the more key things out of the way. Here we have Reverse Foil Steven. Oh, we got another full art here. Mega Latios CX. This guy's pretty cool. 220 HP. No ancient traits or anything. But we have Sonic Ace here for a Water Psychic Colorless. Discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. You can pick whichever one that you want. Could be on the bench, could be the active. 120 potential snipe. It's pretty decent. Discarding 2 energy, a little rough. But Double Dragon will help us out with that. Speaking of which, here's a Double Dragon energy. A Latios Spirit Link to go with said full art. And another print of Ultra Ball. They really want to make sure that Ultra Ball is staying in format. So, on one side of the box, we got 2 full arts and 2 EXs. It's pretty solid. First full Togekiss, another Shedinja, and another Winona. Definitely good stuff. First foil Executor and a full art Winona. Always sweet. Definitely a pretty card. That is for sure. Let's scoot these up here a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit of a mess in our hands. Apologize for that. There we are. And Rayquaza Spirit Link. Most excellent. Here, I'm going to set those off to the side there. Alright. Go through here, reverse foil Articuno, and a Dragonite's, another Revive, and a Healing Scarf. Good stuff. Reverse foil Spearow, another Swallow, another Switch. Here we have Versatile Electrike, Skarmory, actually a pretty cool starting basic colorless. 100 HP, 1 energy, call for family, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench, shelf your deck afterwards. Blow through for 2 energy, 30 damage. If there are any stadium cards in play, it does 30 more. So, potential DC for 60, pretty decent just for starting off. Call for family is always good too. Another Mega Turbo. Mega Turbos are real nice. Versatile Dragonair, we have a Victini, another Mega Turbo, yes please. So 3 Mega Turbos out of 1 box. If we're lucky we'll pull 1 more. That's a play set, and that's fantastic. Versatile Meowth, oh, alright, we got Gallade EX. It's definitely pretty cool. With Swift Lunge, 2 energy for 30, you may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench. So they get to pick, but it's still a switching effect. The powerhouse, though, is definitely in piercing prizes. 3 energy, 50 damage plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your remaining prize cards. So, in the beginning, that's an additional 120 damage, 170 for 3 energy. Pretty solid if you're a little bit behind on the prize race, but he does get weaker over time. Definitely still really cool. We got wide lens out of that too. First of all, not to, we have a Ancient Trait Banette with Delta Evolution. Very neat attack here. Evolution Jammer. For 1 energy, 20 damage, your opponent can't play any Pokemon from her hand to evolve one of her Pokemon during their next turn. So they'll still be able to utilize things like Evo Soda, Wally, and stuff like that, but they cannot manually evolve from their hands. That's definitely an interesting attack against things like with Crobat. Kind of shuts that deck down completely if you're constantly utilizing this. Very, very interesting. I like it. We have another Winona. First of all, wide lens. We have an Ancient Trait Dragonite with Delta Plus, allowing it to take an additional prize card, 160 HP. For 1 lightning energy, wrapped in wind, attached up to 2 energy cards from your hand to this Pokemon. It's a little bit of acceleration, and it's needed for its second attack. 5 whopping energy. 3 grass, 1 lightning, 1 colorless for heavy impact, 150 damage. So for a non-EX, it's pretty solid. You definitely need to use Double Dragon for this guy. Being able to take additional prizes with its attack is pretty good too. Yeah, Latios Spirit Link, an Ultra Ball, and a Trainer's Mail. The Triple Trainer Pack. Those are my favorite. Alright. We're getting closer. I have a Reversible Jirachi. Interesting attack, its second one here. With Doom Desire, 2 energy, discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. The defending Pokemon is knocked out if at the end of your opponent's next turn. So it's going to force them to switch. They have to switch or they just lose it. It's just a lot of fun. I definitely like it a lot. First full Swablu, a Klefki, Rayquaza Spirit Link, and a Steven. Everybody loves Pikachu. First foil, regular Altaria, Talonflame, Latios Spirit Link. Spirit Link's definitely useful. First foil Dratini, we have another Ancient Trait Togekiss, and some Pokemans. Getting down to it. About 5 packs left. Reverse foil Mega Turbo, always excellent. Dustox, Ancient Trait, haven't seen him yet. 130 HP Stage 2 with Delta Plus, allowing it to take additional prize card. Flap 1 energy, 20 damage. We have 3 energy, Wind Shard. This deck does 50 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Specifically benched. So it's good if you can get rid of just like smaller, weaker things. Here we have a Revive as well. Could have some potential use with Target Whistle. First of all, Silcoon, another Tool Concealment Bennett, another Mega Turbo, and a Switch. So we've definitely gotten a playset and plus some of Mega Turbo. It's very excellent. First of all, Shuppet, a Xatu, and an Ultra Ball. First foil Skyfield, most excellent. And we have a regular art Mega Rayquaza EX colorless, most excellent. Final pack. Here, first foil Cascoon, we have a hollow foil Jirachi, which is pretty sweet. Steven, Gallade Spirit Link, and Wide Lens, the triple trainer pack. Alright, it's a pretty decent finish. But yeah, we pulled about 7 super rares and up, which is pretty excellent. Getting 3 full arts out of a box is actually very impressive. Definitely above the average pulls than what you normally get. No secret rares in this one, but that's alright. Yeah, some very solid stuff. Definitely having a Rayquaza EX and Mega Rayquaza EX, definitely good things. Especially if we want to build that new deck. Winona helps it out greatly too. A lot of Mega Turbos, good chunk of Skyfields, just solid stuff. The Dragon Mega Rayquaza is nothing to shake at either. It's pretty intense. Gallade's pretty interesting. Mega Latios having that just 120 snipes, really cool. But what will we see in the meta for it? Who knows? A little too early to predict. Either way, if you have any comments, if you have any thoughts, anything like that, want to let us know, please leave comments down below. And as always, like and favorite if you appreciate and like the content. And hopefully here in the near future we'll get some deck techs out there from some of this new stuff here. So as always, we'll see you later.